Hello everyone, now today we will be doing certain main topics for JEE Mains which will be coming in March 2021. You have already witnessed JEE Mains in Feb. Now we will be doing certain concepts which will actually enhance your performance in JEE Mains 2021, that is March month, right? Now the first thing which we will be doing is redox. Now we will not be covering entire redox, but I will be telling you the pitfalls where the students make mistakes, right? Now let us consider a reaction like KMnO4. It is reacting with Mn2 plus and it is converting into MnO2. This MnO2 is reacting with, let's say, your KCl to give Mn2 plus Cl2. Now the question given is the amount of KCl which is required over there is 0.1 molar 200 ml. Now they are asking me the number of moles of number of millimoles of KMnO4 which is utilized over there, right? Now in order to solve this particular question, now generally students do one thing here, that they simply say that n factor of Mn is plus 7, n factor of Mn is plus 2, n factor of Mn is plus 4, right? So simply says that, and KMnO4 n factor comes out to be here, it is gaining like 3 electrons over there. So per mole of KMnO4 I am having 3 electrons. So simply say that the n factor of KMnO4 is 3. KCl, that is Cl minus 1, is converting into Cl0. Now obviously the n factor of Cl is actually 1, because per mole is 1 mole of electron is involved over there. Now this simply says that for a given reaction milliequivalents are conserved, so the milliequivalents of this, milliequivalents of this, milliequivalents of this will be equal, milliequivalents of this and milliequivalents of this will be equal. But actually it is not correct, because you can conserve the you cannot conserve the milliequivalents of KMnO4 with KCl over here, because you have to see the limiting the connecting molecule over there. Now if the connecting molecule n factor in both the sides are same, then only you can connect, you can say that milliequivalents of KMnO4 will become equal to milliequivalents of KCl. If the connecting molecule n factor is different in this both reaction, then we have to deal with these reaction differently, right? Now understand one thing, I'll just take this reaction first. I'll tell you how to solve this. I'll take this reaction first. I'll just name this reaction, reaction number 1, reaction number 2. Now for reaction number 2, shall I say that milliequivalents of MnO2 is equal to milliequivalents of KCl, right? Because in a given reaction milliequivalents will be conserved, right? Now for MnO2, the n factor comes out to be plus 4 to plus 2, number of millimoles is equal to, the n factor of KCl comes out to be 1 into molarity into volume in ml. So what we have done, n factor into number of millimoles, that is milliequivalents, should be equal to n factor into molarity into volume in ml, that is again milliequivalents. Now just calculate the number of millimoles involved over here. Just cancel it with 100. I'll be getting number of millimoles comes out over there will be 10. So I come to know that the 10 millimoles are involved in this reaction. That means in the very same reaction I'll be getting 10 millimoles. Correct? Now understand one thing. What we will do here, we will conserve the milliequivalents of MnO2 and milliequivalents of MnO4. Now understand this particular reaction. Here KMnO4 is producing MnO2. Mn2 plus is producing MnO2. When two reactants, both oxidant and reductant, is producing the same molecule, this is conproportionation, right? Now it is very crucial to calculate the n factor of this MnO2 for a conproportionation reaction. Now for conproportionation reaction, n factor formula comes out to be n of oxidation into n of reduction divided by n of oxidation plus n of reduction. It means that I will calculate the individual n factor of MnO2 for this reaction, that is KMnO4 to MnO2, and for Mn2 plus to MnO2. Now from Mn2 plus to MnO2, it is actually losing 2 electron, That means N of oxidation is 2. So I got N of oxidation 2. Now I'll just come for N of reduction here. Plus 7 to plus 4. So 3 moles of electrons are involved. Per mole 3 moles are involved. That means N of reduction is 3. So what is the formula over there? I'll get 2 into 3 divided by 2 plus 3. That comes out to be your 6 by 5. Now understand MnO2 N factor here is 6 by 5. Here it is 2. You cannot conserve milliequivalence in the entire two reactions, because the N factor of MnO2 here is different, here is different. Now I'll deal with this reaction differently now. For this reaction, shall I say that milliequivalence of MnO2, I'll just write it down here for reaction 1. Okay, for reaction 1, shall I say that milliequivalence of KMnO4 will be equal to milliequivalence of MnO2. At least in a single reaction, milliequivalence are conserved. So I am getting here N factor of KMnO4 in this reaction is 3 into number of millimoles should be equal to N factor is 6 by 5 into number of millimoles. What is the number of millimoles? We got it over here, 10. So it'll get cancelled 2, it'll get become 3. Now, sorry, 2. The number of millimoles of KMnO4 comes out to be 2. So we come to know that number of millimoles of KMnO4 comes out to be 2 here. Now a very simple thing, again I am repeating, that if the connecting species N factor is different here and here, you cannot conserve milliequivalence in the both reactions here simultaneously. Better is you calculate the number of millimoles here. If 10 millimoles are utilized here, obviously 10 millimoles will be produced from this reaction. With the help of this 10 millimoles, you can calculate the milliequivalences over here. Thank you.